Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's man. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The sack sets up an important 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made inside the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Single back, takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second and goal for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's man. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The San Diego State offense on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Here's the second down play. It's the running back in the flat. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Let's it fly to the wideout. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Important second down play coming up. Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Colorado State Rams. taking on the #3 seed in the playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out. It's man. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And it's a bunch formation. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs here. Hard running through a tackle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Direct snap to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the same runner's got it again. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego State. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Mental mistake for the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. The big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 15-yard line.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. They stop him again at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up.
No, I don't blame them. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
They got nothing on second down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. Defense showing blitz here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
He'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Aztecs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Aztecs are in the red zone now.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. Kicking team out for the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's fell. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The Aztecs offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Quarterback drops back. Finds his man. It's Brooks. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So nothing on the previous play sets up a third and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where we'll start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. One more play before they head to the locker room. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. And they hand it off to the back. Finds room at the 30. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion. And the Rams hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch. The Rams line up on 1st and 10.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. And the Rams churn out another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the right side. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's man. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. San Diego State offense on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He'll pitch it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looking for a gap. It's Mitchell. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Grab down the middle. It's Brooks. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw now on first down. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. The Rams come to the line in a hurry up.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
He's going to take off here. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it into the end zone for 2, cutting the lead to 15. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. The Aztecs line up with a 1st and goal. And there's the handoff. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the beatdown continues. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Quick throw to his receiver, who makes the grab. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Running out of time in the pocket. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.